waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing.
Y'all hit that like button, baby.
I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time.
And that concludes. And that concludes our show for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Tomorrow morning, I will be getting up extra early to do this stream. Thank you again. I will see you all soon. Peace. I am out. Good night, baby. Love me. Man, can you turn your light off? I guess it's hard for me to sleep like this.
I'm almost over this chapter. I got about 30 more minutes.
30 minutes?
Yeah.
I can't sleep. Oh, all right.
A few moments later.
Babe, I mean, it's been 10 minutes. Can you please shut it off? I got to wake up early in the morning.
I have about 20 more minutes on this chapter. This is my only time to read.
I understand, but I have to get up early in the morning. Can you just read in the morning? I mean, I have a lot I have to do tomorrow.
Didn't you just get a sleep mask?
You know what? You right.
Use it.
Manta sleep, baby.
I don't know how you sleep with that thing on.
It's actually comfortable. Pitch black. I don't have to worry about your light. I'll be able to sleep just fine.
Well, enjoy it. It looks good on you.
This actually feels good. Oh, good night, baby.
Good night, love you.
Love you too. Ladies and gentlemen, check out Manta Sleep. The link to the website is in the description of this video. Make sure that you use promo code TDPHINSTALK. That is TDPHINSTALK. Again, make sure you check them out. Supporting our sponsors is supporting the channel. If you can't sleep when it's bright, these masks will turn out the light. Manta Sleep, check them out. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. We got breaking news. We got freaking breaking news that I was hoping didn't happen, but it did happen. We're about to talk about it and more. Aaron Rodgers is officially a New York Jet 3 days before the draft. Oh my gosh. We're about to talk about that and so much more, but y'all already know the rules. Y'all know the rules. Hit that like button. Punch that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up. We got some stuff to talk about, man. We got stuff to talk about. I'm going to be honest. I ain't in a good mood no more, man. I did get the fresh cut, though. Y'all see? Oh, y'all see your boy? You see your boy? Hey, you saw me earlier, scruffy and ruffy. Oh, your boy. Your boy that got clean on him. And then they hit me with the Aaron Rodgers news. God dog it. God dog it. I am not happy about this at all. I'm not happy about this at all. It's easy. The old Dolphins ain't worried about no Jets. Yeah, bring it on. Stop. I'm just going to keep it a buck with my fellow Dolphin fans. I don't know what y'all expected from me today, but I'm just going to keep it a buck. We tied for the third or fourth best quarterback in the division. We tied for the third or fourth best quarterback in the division now. I'm going to let that simmer for 20 seconds. We tied for the third or fourth best quarterback in the division. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to name it. I don't even want to debate on which one it is. It doesn't even matter when you're third or fourth. Let's get that straight now. Now, let me see if I like sub. We got 100 likes. Come on, man. We can get 9 more likes. Hit that like button before I go in on this. Hit that like button before I go in on this. Man. No, sent one. Tune in to a new channel. Don't tell me to get a new team. Don't tell me to get a new team. You get a new channel. Now let's get this straight. First of all, leaving the Dolphin fans, oh, the Jets got fleeced. They gave up so much. They ain't give up no so much. The Jets said we in a win now window. See the difference between us and the Jets, they got 3 years to win a Super Bowl. We got 2. They got 3 years to do it. We got 2. And they didn't give up a first round pick this year. They just swapped 13 and 15. Who cares? That ain't nothing. They swapped draft picks 13 for 15. Nothing. They gave up a second round pick for Aaron Rodgers. And they got a 5th round pick in return. And it's a conditional first round pick for 2024 just in case he don't want to play. I would give up a first round pick every year for a franchise quarterback if I'm winning Super Bowls or got a chance to. The reality is, say he only plays 1 year. All they gave up was a second round pick and got a 5th in return. And if he does play another year, give him the first. They don't care. They don't care. And truth be told, he might only play one season. He might try to go get that Lombardi and get out of here. And they'll have a first-round pick anyway. Now, to the point of the matter, oh, Aaron Rodgers is washed. Aaron Rodgers, y'all just, man, listen, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I love my team, but our fan base, man, sometimes I be wanting to just disown us as a fan base, not a team, but as a fan base. We so embarrassing sometimes. Oh, he washed. The man won 2 back-to-back MVPs, lost all his weapons, and didn't have the best of seasons, and all of a sudden he done fell off a cliff and he washed. Some of y'all sound ridiculous. The man had 65% completion last year, higher than our quarterback. The man had 3,700 yards, higher than our quarterback, 26 touchdowns and 12 picks with a 91.1 rating. Was it the best? Absolutely not. But stop making it seem like this man, oh, he's washed. You forgot in 2021, this man had 112 quarterback rating. And the only reason I'm using rating, because I never use quarterback rating, the only reason I'm using it now because it seems like it's the only language that Dolphin fans know how to speak for the last 365 days. No, matter of fact, 3 months. It's the only metric that matters in the last 3 months for a Dolphin fan is passer rating. So Tua's little 105, Aaron Rodgers was 112 the year before. The year before that, he was 121.5. And had absolutely no weapons until the end of the season, where they finally got chemistry, and they were playing just fine at the end of the year. Looking like the Green Bay of old. And leave it to Dolphin fans. Oh, he won. And shout out to my brother Douglas Durong, man. DDW, man. He went on Twitter. And he said something on Twitter, and I was like, man, I ain't gonna lie, it hurt my feelings when he said it. And I can't debate with him. He said, unbiased answer, 11-6. If the New York Jets go 11-6, because Buffalo is more than likely to make the playoffs. So if Buffalo make the playoffs and the Jets go 11-6, I ain't going to say where it leave us, but I'm going to tell you one thing. It's going to be a rough road. And for the old saying, they ain't going 11-6, man, you better go look at what happened last year. You could easily add 4 wins to their record if they just had an average quarterback. Not no Aaron Rodgers, just the average quarterback. Sorry. Throw it in the trash. Ask Carter. It's about to get tough, and it's about to get rough. They got the defense. Now ain't no more competent quarterback. You got a true gunslinger. And they not done. Don't forget, they got the number 15 overall pick. They still got draft picks and money. Watch when that contract come out. Watch how they do that contract. Watch how the Jets do the contract. It's going to say $50, $60 million cap hit before week 1 of kickoff. I bet you he ain't going to be no more than $20 million cap hit. Watch how they restructure. And you think they done getting weapons? Aaron Rodgers just arrived, ladies and gentlemen. You think they done getting weapons? Rodgers just arrived. Do you think they done getting weapons? This is about to be this AFC East about to be nasty, man. It's about to be nasty. Shout out to Dre. What you talk about, Dre? Dolphins host Cameron Fleming. What's up, man? What's going on? The grass is greener. Listen, man. The Jets doing this right. They can't get consistent quarterback play. They had the number 13 overall pick. They could have drafted a quarterback potentially, but it wasn't a shoe-in. Plus, you got all this talent ready to win now. You got a defense that's on the rise. And you got a coach and a general manager who is officially on the clock and on the hot seat. They doing this right. They going all in. They going all in. Buffalo been all in. They going all in. We going all in. But everybody knows when you go all in, you can't have the third best quarterback in the division, if that. You can't have the third best quarterback in the division. You can't. When you go all in, you better hope that you got the first or the second best quarterback in the division and it ain't a far difference. You better hope. And the crazy thing is, all of us play the NFC East, which is the tough side of the NFC. Cowboys, Commanders, Giants, Eagles. Stop worrying, TD. It's a Favre Jets 2.0. Fins win AFC East and ex-Jets Mike White, a.k.a. Chad Pennington. Yeah, I know it's all jokes, but it's a lot of people that's serious, though. Stop worrying, TD. There's a lot of people that stop worrying, TD. This ain't nothing. You know what? We going on a 5-year anniversary in literally about 30 days. No, about 26 days. We're going on a 5-year anniversary on this channel. I have been told to not worry over 1,000 times. And all 1,000 times I should have worried because it didn't work out in the way of not worrying. However you want to calculate what I just said. Everybody that has told me don't worry, the 1,000 times in the last 5 years, you were wrong. And you continue to be wrong. When is enough enough? When are you going to embrace honesty? Real, true, constructive criticism and feedback. When? When does the delusional world end? At what point as a Dolphin fan do we stop thinking that we got the best of everything ever made? When does it end? Because you continue to be wrong and you ain't going to stop being wrong because that mentality holds us back from holding our team accountable via the media. People are like, what are we going to do? How can we change it? What are we supposed to do? Get on the same page and call it how it is so the front office will hear it. As long as they hear your delusion and as long as they hear that you're accepting they crap, they could care less about getting it right. They could care less about getting it right. Care what none of y'all say about some Aaron Rodgers being washed. The fact of the matter is we got the third, if not the fourth best quarterback in the division now. Period. Don't let the Lions, Bears, and Browns hype you up. What up, Fins Fan for Life? Appreciate the donation. Calm me down off my rant. What up, TD? Scenario. Tua is getting hurt and retiring. Oh, my gosh. Let me just pause the reading. Y'all got to stop that, man. I know that ain't wishing he does. It's just you feel like that's the inevitable. I get it. But I guess in this case, let's be delusional, okay? Let's at least wish him good health and be delusional and say he going to be healthy. It's just something about hearing he going to get hurt and he going to retire. It's just, it's weird. All right, so I know I told y'all stop the delusion 1,000 times. All right, we'll add this one. 2 ain't getting hurt, okay? Oh, my gosh. Fins bring Brady out of retirement. Dolphins win Super Bowl. I'm all for it, man. I just wish it wasn't at the expense of our quarterback getting hurt. I don't want it to be at the expense of our quarterback getting hurt. Like, God, dog. Like, and let me tell y'all something. This is what irks me. Everybody has made the conversation about our quarterback getting hurt. I don't care if Tua is healthy. He hasn't proven anything healthy. This narrative, when healthy, he's a great quarterback. Stop lying. He had 3 great healthy games. The man done played like 40 games in his career and got 5 good games. Everywhere you turn, every channel, when healthy, he's great. Shut up. No, he ain't. He ain't proved nothing. The man beat the Lions, the Browns, and the Bears. Barely. Everybody making this about injuries and concussions and staying healthy. He still has showed you inconsistent play. People act like we never played the Chargers this year. They act like we didn't play San Francisco. They act like he didn't do what he did in Green Bay. We must be didn't play Pittsburgh. The Patriots, week 1. We didn't, none of this happen. Raiders got benched for Fitz. Denver, quarterbacks don't belong in the NFL for what he did in Denver. We literally act like these things didn't exist. We're taking the Lions, the Bears, and the Browns in a 4th quarter in Baltimore and saying that we got our guy. Like, oh my gosh. I don't get it. I don't get that. Y'all give me 10 seconds. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Manoma, man. You okay? You okay? It's all right. They drive me crazy, man. They got me abusing you now. About to get a domestic violence on my buddy, man. Man, listen, I don't get it, ladies and gentlemen. And don't get me wrong, what he did last year is at least showing progress. It is a sense of right direction. But one thing that has remained, 3 years straight, Tua Tagovailoa has been minimized or not even in existence from December on out. You can't live with quarterbacks like that. You can't rely on quarterbacks. Screw the injuries. Look at what his December, January resume is. Man. And I hope that he can excel and take another level this year. Because he gonna have to. This schedule not gonna allow us to chill. This schedule ain't gonna allow us to beat the Lions. Because we ain't got that. We ain't got enough Bears on our schedule this year. I mean, I want y'all to think about our schedule this year. Think about the schedule we had this year. Think about the games before the season should have been an automatic win anyway. The Patriots should have been an automatic win twice. Steelers should have been an automatic win. The Houston Texans should have been an automatic win. Green Bay should have been a win. The Jets twice should have been automatic wins. That's 7 games right there. 7 games right there. Chargers should have been an automatic win. That's 8. That's 8 games right there. Them games should have been automatic wins. And we end up losing some of them and getting the 9 wins. And in large part because he either wasn't available or he played like garbage. All of our losses had a direct correlation with Tua Tagovailoa. He either played like garbage or he wasn't there to begin with. Andrea said, believe. I do believe. I always believe in my team. But there comes a point in time where you just be honest about them, you tell the truth, and you hoping that they're going to persevere anyway and be great and win us a Super Bowl this year. See, I know it's a lot of viewers that we have on this channel all the time, but y'all got to understand about this channel and me. I ride for my team. I'm all for my team. When that ball is about to kick off, ain't no team in the NFL going to beat us. We going to beat everybody. Don't worry. I'll get back into my delusion at the beginning of September when I tell you my prediction is 17-0, 20-0. We'll get there. But in the interim and in the meantime, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I'm going to tell you what I truly believe. See, there's TD Fans Talk, and then there's TD the Fan. When I'm on here making content, I'm trying my very best to be TD Fans Talk. When it's game time, I'm TD the Fan, as delusional as they get. But recognize right now this conversation is TD Fans Talk. Tua is the type of QB who fills you up and makes you feel empty. From his first NFL pass being a turnover to how last season ended, hope he does good. Tua's first NFL pass was a turnover, y'all? I don't remember. His last pass been a turnover? Was it a turnover? TD been hurt too much. And you haven't? Well, I don't know if you're a Dolphins fan. Andrea, are you a Dolphins fan? Are you saying TD's been hurt too much and you haven't? If you're a Dolphins fan, you haven't been hurt too much. Only people ain't been hurt too much, people that was born in the year 2000 on. They ain't felt enough pain from the Dolphins yet. I'm 1985, baby. I've been hurt every type of way with the Dolphins. That's all they do is hurt us. You ain't. Would you be willing to relive the last 23 years? Anybody on here as a Dolphins fan, if somebody told you right now, if God, whatever one you believe in, I know the one I do, but whatever deity you pray to, if they were able to speak to you and tell you the Dolphins for the next 23 years are going to repeat exactly what they did the last 23 years, are you going to watch? Are you going to watch? Are you going to be optimistic? Are you going to all of that? No, you're not. You're not. Okay. So at the end of the day, people like me are tired and we don't want to go through the next 23 years like the last 23 years. We don't want to. At all. Man, y'all don't understand. Like when you go all in, you got to go all in. Like if I'm the Dolphins, I don't care. Get mad at me all you want. I'm still trying to go get Lamar. I'm still trying to go get the best right tackle I can, and I'm still trying to get the best left guard I can. Once that's done, it's wartime. It's wartime. It's wartime. I said this to y'all 2 years ago. The issue we're going to run into in Miami is that if Buffalo has a great team, the Dolphins have a great team, the Jets have a great team, the Chiefs, even out of the division, what it comes down to in the NFL, see, this is what people don't want to acknowledge. This is what it typically comes down to. When all factors are even, because just because your roster is loaded, don't act like there ain't other loaded rosters out here. When all factors are even, it's going to come down to the quarterback. When all factors are even, it is going to come down to the quarterback. Dolphin fans, we out here living off of, we got Ramsey, we got X, we got a new shiny linebacker. Teron Armstead, Tyreek and Waddle. Man, there's other teams that can list their roster off from top to bottom. Ladies and gentlemen, we do not have the number one roster in the NFL. We have a contending roster, but we do not have the number one roster in the NFL. That is a fact. We do not. We do not. And to take it a step further, we have zero depth. We don't have any depth whatsoever. Yeah, okay. Check her from me then with mommy. The Dolphins going all in. The Dolphins going all in. We going all in with the third best quarterback in the division. I hope we got the third best quarterback in the division. Andrea say we contenders. All I can ask for. That ain't all you can ask for. See, I'm over here to try to change some of your mentalities. Some of your mentalities are limited. See, you just made your comment finite. We're contenders. That's all I can ask for. No, that ain't all you can ask for. You can ask to be favorites. That's better than a contender. You can ask to be a favorite. Go get a left guard and a right tackle in Lamar Jackson. You're a favorite. Every news outlet done already told you with Lamar alone, you'd be the favorite. So stop limiting yourself. Think bigger. Think for more. And screw that favorite. Dynasty. 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 That's what you want. Contenders is all I can ask for. It's lonely at the top. It's lonely at the top. And the only reason it's lonely at the top because some people's mind can't even imagine getting up there. They can't even imagine being at the top. Just want to be successful. You can't even imagine. What if you could just be the greatest ever? That's too much. No, I want my team to be great. I want my team to be dogs. I want my team to dominate. Matter of fact, why don't you just let's have a jealous moment. Jealousy ain't good at all, but let's have a jealous moment. How you think Chiefs fans feel? They right now, they kicking back, feet up. Yeah, we got the draft. You know, they go get somebody good. We straight with or without. They ain't worried about who they picking at 51 and if they can make a difference. They ain't worried about who they can pick in the first round. If they gonna make a difference. They cooling. They have a sense of relaxation. They straight. How you think a Patriots fan feel? Yeah, it's rough right now, but you know what? We can live off our laurels for a while now. How you think a Bucks fan feel? Well, I know we ain't gonna do good for a while, but we got that Super Bowl, man. We just went on the run. Oh, we good. All these good feel. We don't even know what a good feeling is other than the Miami Miracle. God dog it. Look at our good feelings. A Miami Miracle that didn't even help us in the playoffs. A freaking sled to Camry or whoever it was to win one game so we didn't go 0-16. Them the only feelings we got. Yeah, that sled pass to win that one game was so joyous. What a shame. Miami Miracle. What a shame. Look at our great feelings. Didn't even matter. Moments that didn't even matter. Let that sink in, Dolphin fans. Let that sink in. Outside of that, we have no great feelings. There ain't no great feelings. Oh, you know what? We'll add one. 2 or 6 touchdown game. Because that seemed to be the feeling of it all now. It's pathetic, man. It's freaking pathetic. Now you got teams like the Eagles feeling good about themselves. They want more, we there, but feeling good about themselves. You got the Bengals, oh, we going to always be here as long as we got Burrow. And what we got? Tyreek. Oh, my God. Armstead. Oh, Ramsey. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Look at this. Look at these people. Look at these people. Look at these people, man. What they thinking? Well, look at these people, man. I don't know if I'm speaking Jamaican, Caribbean. I don't know what I'm speaking, but look at these people, man. What they think? What they think? What go upon their head? Me I know. Me lost for words, okay? Oh my gosh. Oh, the life of a Dolphin fan. The stuff that we get excited about versus others, like, it's just pathetic. It's pathetic. And I know this is why some people don't like me. This is why some people unsubscribe, because I get it. They get in their feelings. You know, well, I'm one of those people. He's talking about me. Man, listen, what's the saying? Hurt dog hollow, whatever. It is what it is. I'm just going to tell you the truth. Oh, my gosh, man. It is, boy, the life of a Dolphin fan. Man. Best show of the week, TD. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I'm going to get killed, though. A lot of people, all he do is complain. God dog it, 23 years. See, it goes further than 23, because don't get me started on the Dan Marino era. Because y'all know how I feel. You ain't win the Super Bowl, it was a waste of time. That's how I feel. But I try to give Dan a pass and just always talk to y'all about 2000 on. Yeah, everything I reference to, I try to stay out of the past and just talk about 2000 on. Because that's whenever I really could actually appreciate the game and understand the game. When I graduated, when I became of age to really know what I was watching versus just being a little kid. Football. 2000 on, it's been 23 years. And me personally, I love this team and I am sick of it. I am sick of the mediocrity that our fan base is just so content with. We are so content with it. And then one of the main reasons we will always have an issue in Miami is because we have always fell in love with players before the team. This goes all the way back, whether it was Marino, Then it was Ricky Williams. Then you had guys then you still had Jason Taylor and Zach Thomas. See, we always fell in love with players. These players were gods in Miami for Miami Dolphins football because we never, think about it. Think about the Zach Thomas and Jason Taylor era. There were a lot of other good players on the team, but them the ones you remember over anybody else. Because we never had a roster that was just dominant, man. Look at this unit. D-line, it was Jason Taylor and another guy here and there. Linebacker, it was Zach Thomas and another guy here and there. We never had this, man, we loaded. Why? Because we always put our eggs in these individual baskets with these players. Then it became Cameron Wake. Oh, we love us some Wake. Then Rashad Jones. Oh, we love us some Rashad Jones. Always these individuals. Jarvis Landry. We love us some Jarvis Landry. Always individuals. You always got a great player surrounded by some bums. And we just eat it up. Eat it up. And I'm hoping that the buck stop with Laramie Tunsil. And you know when I learned this? When I told y'all the Dolphins might trade Laramie Tunsil. It just makes sense. Oh, this idiot. I'd never listen to this idiot. He needs to shut his little itty-bitty 1,000 subscriber channel down, because that's what it was back then. The itty-bitty channel, right? Oh, I'll never listen to him. He want to get rid of our best player. Oh, my gosh. Why would you want to do that? Because why you going to pay him all that money when we're going through a rebuild? I told you the same thing with Xavier Howard. Now, look. What have we gotten out of Xavier Howard the last 3 years? Can somebody tell me what we got out of him the last 3 years? I told y'all, all you're going to do is get another player who's going to get old with us, and you're going to waste his time while we're building. You're going to waste his time, his prime. You are going to waste his prime. So if y'all want to sit out here and talk about Aaron Rodgers is washed, then Xavier Howard need to retire based off of that. If you compare Aaron Rodgers normal than what he did last year and y'all say he washed, then Xavier Howard need to freaking retire from what he did last year. But no, we ain't going to do that, are we? See, Aaron Rodgers can be washed, but X. Oh, why you messing with X? Why you hating on X? Call it what it is. Thank you, Xavier Howard, for being honest. Even he said out his own mouth the other day, I don't want to make the Pro Bowl like that because he knew he made it off of popularity. I want to make it and actually earn it. The man know he shouldn't have went to no Pro Bowl. Didn't even play close to it. He ain't play close to close. The man was bad last year. Y'all don't understand. I'm not exaggerating. It ain't like, oh, he didn't have his best year. He was horrible. Nobody really want to talk about that. He literally fell off a cliff. Yeah, but he was injured. Tell me a year he ain't been injured. Please, somebody. What did we hear at the beginning of the season? It's the best shape and health that Xavier Howard has ever been in. This is about to be another breakout year. Oh, well, TD, he had his growing issues all year. Tell me a season you remember he ain't have an issue with an injury. But I got to be the hater because I'm the one out here telling y'all the truth. Should have been traded this man. You'd have another first-round pick right now. And I told you last offseason, this your last chance, Miami. This your last chance. But no, they gave him the bag. But I get it. They were forced to give him the bag. They had to give him the bag because Chris Greer once again failed with Noah Igbenogany. He failed, and he admitted his failure by giving X the bag. Just like he admitted his failure with Austin Jackson by going to sign Teron Armstead. Just like he admitted his failure when he drafted Hunter Long to replace Gesicki and it didn't work out. Then you doubled up and admitted a double failure by trading Hunter Long. And it goes deeper, y'all. It goes deeper. It goes much deeper than that. There's a lot of failures that we've covered up with money. A lot of failures we've covered up with money. But since every big name, think about all the success we got on this roster. Teron Armstead, that ain't homebred. Tyreek Hill, that ain't homebred. Jalen Ramsey, that ain't homebred. Xavier Howard, washed unless he turn it around this year. Who do we have on this roster that's a Pro Bowl caliber player that's been homebred? Nobody. Not a single player on this roster was homebred that's a Pro Bowl player. A true Pro Bowl player. But we get all crazy. Oh, Chris Greer just pulled off the blockbuster trade, covering up his failures. And we don't never say nothing about that. That ain't no winning formula. That's a get by formula. That's a formula of I covered it up enough to where we can get by, but you ain't no real Super Bowl contender. Chris Greer, hoping and praying every night, please just give us enough luck to win this year. If I win one Super Bowl, that buy me 10 more years. Because his shenanigans might be coming to an end. It's running thin. Cruising Rum said, TD, I agree with you about the feel-good aspect. We lost to the Bills. All the fan base said, well, at least we know he can play in cold weather. Annoyed. Yeah. At least we only lost by this much. At least we kept up. Any given Sunday, man. The worst team in the NFL can beat the best team in the NFL on any given Sunday. But you know what your team is as a true reflection through and through. You know what they are. I just want us to actually go for broke. Go for it all. Be bold. Y'all think going to get Jalen Ramsey is truly being bold? It's a cover-up. It's a cover-up, man. When we got Teron Armstead, that wasn't being bold. It was covering up a bad pick. Straight cover-ups, man. Get out of here, Richie. Y'all ain't nothing anyway. Y'all trash. Y'all gonna win 3 games. Get out of here. Dolphins talking right now. Aaron Rodgers. He only playing 1 year anyway, and y'all ain't gonna win it. TD, you sound scared, not gonna lie. I mean, I'm not scared, bro. It's not that. What I am is disappointed that, and again, we still got time, but I keep asking certain questions lately, right? And nobody's had an answer. If we don't make the playoffs this year, what do you do? What do we do? Anybody got that answer in the comment section? If we Denver Broncos this year, what do we do? If we don't make the playoffs with all this talent, you win 9 games and you just miss out on the wild card. What do you do? Don't say Caleb 2024. You ain't even got the draft capital. You won 9 games. You picking 18th overall. You picking 18th overall. Ain't nobody finna trade you for you to move up for Caleb. They gonna get him. What do you do? Forget firing Greer. I ain't talking about discipline. What do we do as a team moving forward? What do you do? Now what? You got to hope that the Vikings draft a quarterback and maybe Kirk Cousins available next year. I don't know. What do you do? If Brady ain't here this year, I don't see him next year. I wouldn't want him after this year if he ain't here this year at some point. But what do you do? What do you do? Nobody got an answer. PJ said, we'll be all right, TD. You keep thinking negatively, man. We have a good team. Yeah, we had a good team last year. This is what we do, PJ. Whether I'm thinking negatively or again, y'all gonna call it negative. I'm just telling you my opinion and being honest about it. I'm just pessimistic about our organization. But you say we'll be all right? Did you tell me we was going to be all right last year? What happened? Because I'm sure you said we'll be all right last year. What happened? What happened, PJ? Share with the people, PJ. What happened last year when you said we'll be all right? Come on, PJ. Don't leave the chat now. Tell everybody, tell the world what happened last year when you said we were going to be all right. I would really love for you to respond to that with a legitimate response. I didn't say we were going to be all right last year. I predicted, he said, I predicted up to have 8 wins and we have got 9. Come on, PJ. That's failure. So just because I called it out early, I told y'all before the season, because I always do a show giving you my real. I told you as a fan, we were going 11-6. As TD Fans Talk, we going 9-7. I mean, I said 9-8. I told y'all that in early, right after preseason. I said as a fan, we going 11-6, making the playoffs. As TD Fans Talk, 9-8. And what did we end up? 9-8. They said I'm being pessimistic. 9 win. Why you still down? Why you always? We ended up 9-8. They don't understand how important the QB position is. That's why I'm glad I follow mine. Go Browns. We'll see. Deshaun Watson better get back to playing top level football this year. I know that much. But y'all Browns will be the biggest laughing stock of all time. If he don't get back to playing, being the Deshaun before the happy endings, y'all ain't gonna have no happy ending. I'm just calling it what it is. Yeah, man. But good luck. Good luck to y'all. I don't understand why people want Lamar. He gets hurt too much. Are you comparing that to Tua? See, that's part of the problem with that argument about Lamar gets hurt too much. If we're comparing that to Tua, nobody should have anything to say. It's a wash. The only conversation, I don't know if you're a Dolphin fan, the person who said that, but what I'm saying is the only conversation that needs to be had whenever you're talking about Lamar and Tua is play. There is no right to talk about who got injuries between both of them. That is an even exchange. And one, I would rather Lamar injuries than these head injuries. Any day of the week, by the way. But that's neither here nor there. Only conversation when it comes to Lamar and Tua should be about play, not injuries. Because I don't look at one being better than the other in that case. I'm talking about on the field. And that's where the conversation has seemed to have been lost. Everybody out here, if healthy, he's a great quarterback. Where you see that at? I forgot. Forgive me. Quarterback rating was number 1 in the NFL. Well, number 2, asterisk. Brock Purdy was number 1. I just don't get it. I don't get it. But hey, it ain't for me to get. But guess what? Time always tells. It always tells. So we just got to be patient and continue to wait and see. Yeah, you good. The Tulineers are in the building now. Listen. It is what it is. I want the best for Tua Tagovailoa. I want him to be great this year. I want him to ball out. We got some stiff competition. He's going to have to be on the top of his game. Good thing that hopefully we have a good defense that could back him up. And this is going to be his opportunity, man. Stay healthy, play at a high level, do it more consistently. You can still have a bad game here and there. You just can't have them late in the season like that when it's all on the line. and not too many early and often. But yeah, man, I hope so, man. We're gonna need him more than anything, and we're gonna need his best version. Because if we don't, we ain't got no shot. If we don't, we in trouble. If we don't, we're in trouble, man. You think we should draft a running back in the draft? No. We got running backs now. Of course, they'll probably draft one in a later round because, listen, we've been talking about drafting a running back in the draft for the last 4 years. Y'all tell me I'm lying. Y'all tell me I'm lying. Have we not been talking about drafting a running back for the last 4 years? All the way back to Noeg Monogamy's pick. Everybody thought that was a running back. Shout out to the homie Elder Bruce Jones. Love you so much, brother, and thanks for the support, man. He said they're basically crowning the New York Jets champions. This is crazy. Now that's crossing the line. That's crossing the line. Sitting out here to talk about they champions. That's crossing the line. Now they about to get better. They're gonna get another weapon, I assume. They're gonna already had a run game on lock. Watch they number 15 overall pick. Watch they get offensive lineman. And they already got old linemen, but they gonna get insurance if Mekhi Becton ain't healthy. Supposedly he in his best shape, but they gonna have their insurance on lock. They get their running back, who's a dog. They get him back. Aaron Rodgers now with weapons. They definitely contenders. Let me go look at his schedule. Let me say this. The Jets are good enough right now to go 4-2 in our division, and that's only splitting with us in Buffalo. They good enough to go 4-2 in our division. The Jets better than Washington. Until I see a better version of Deshaun, they better than Cleveland. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Dang, we already know that the Jets play the Browns on August 3rd. Is that correct? So we already know that? Is that the Hall of Fame game? The Jets and Browns? Wow, right out the gate. I didn't even realize that. I was finna say, the schedule out? I was like, it's just that game. So anyway, they better than Washington. They're going to be better than the Browns. I'm not going to put them ahead of the Cowboys. Right now, they better than Denver. They better than the Raiders. Split with Miami. Take both of the Patriots games now. They better than the Giants. Split with Buffalo. They can't get Chiefs. Now they could beat the Chargers. They're not beating the Eagles. Browns again. Houston and Atlanta. They can have 13 wins. I can see them getting 13 wins. I can see the Jets potentially getting 13 wins. That's their ceiling. I don't see them beating the Eagles, the Chiefs, Dolphins twice, Buffalo twice, and Dallas. But outside of those games, they could win 13 games. So I said, hell no, TD. Tell me where I messed up. Atlanta Falcons, please. The Houston Texans, please. The Browns, until Deshaun proves something, please. Chargers, nah. Giants, no. Raiders, no. Denver, no. Washington, no. What if Pats get Jackson? Whole nother landscape. Whole nother landscape. A whole nother landscape. But you wanted Watson here. Absolutely. Why wouldn't I? I still would take Deshaun Watson. I'm just telling you now, until he get back to his normal form. Hey, what have you done for me lately? Now, would I bet on him getting back to form? Absolutely. Doggone right. If Watson was available right now, I'd still be banging the table to go get him. Jet 17-0. Let TD tell it. Well, I just told you, and it didn't come up to 17. It came up to 13. But yeah, man. Jets are not sweeping the Patriots. Hey, man, when you look at them games last year, all they needed was an average quarterback, and they would have swept them. I mean, come on. First, one of the games you had the worst play of all time. The Patriots literally gave it away at the end. The next game, nobody could score. They won off of a kickoff return. So don't tell me they ain't beating the Patriots twice. They just needed a competent quarterback last year. Jets are definitely sweeping the Pats. Every team will. Man, Miami's still sweeping the Jets. I hope so. But I don't get this still sweeping the Jets. We ain't sweep them last year. We ain't sweep them last year. Matter of fact, they blew us out. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. That was the one team I wanted to see Tua play. I told y'all that in the offseason last year. I want to see how Tua plays against the Jets twice, because that's going to tell me if he really improved or not. I want to see Tua play against the Jets twice, because I remember the year before that defense was up and coming, and believe it or not, if you really go watch them games, they gave Tua fits. They dropped the pick six. They got a pick six on him in one of them, but that defense gave him fits. They were giving him the business. And I said, because it's the style of defense they play, and I told you Tua just ain't great in that style of defense. That's where raw talent has to come out. You really show how great you are of a quarterback. What you need? Leave all the big toys at the top. But I ain't gonna lie, that was the game I wanted, man. I want to see Tua versus the Jets. He break through this, I'll really start seeing the respect. I'll really start feeling the respect. Like, yeah, he's turning that corner. Avoided him twice. Boy, you can't make this up. Dodged him twice. Two are going to get better at man defense, TD. If you look at his numbers now, it make him look like he's great against man. But a lot of that has to do with just putting the ball up for Tyreek to track. But no, we'll see. I still want to see him versus the Jets this year. I want to see. I want him to carve that defense up. If he can do that, I like that, because I know the style of defense all I have him playing, and it's that just like Tennessee, the exact same style. We'll see. Hold on. I gotta check our schedule. We ain't got Tennessee this year, do we? Do we? Saul, I got McDaniel's number. I don't know. Tua spanked Rodgers until he screwed up with those picks last Christmas. If Tua is on and no interceptions, he will still beat Rodgers and Jets. What do you mean still beat Rodgers and Jets? Let me tell y'all something. Y'all got to stop this, Kevin Lee. See, this is an example of what I be talking about. I ain't ragging on you, bro, but I got to use you as an example. We'll talk about something that didn't happen as if it did, though. Like Tua spanked Rodgers until he screwed up with those picks last Christmas. Then he didn't spank him. The picks happened. See, y'all always tell me when I say the fourth quarter in Baltimore, if you take that away, his whole season actually is a total different picture. Oh, you can't take them away. Why you always trying to? Same difference. Stop saying if he didn't throw those picks, because he did, and it's a part of the game. He threw 3 picks in Green Bay just like he threw them touchdowns in Baltimore. It happened. You count one, you count the other. He will still beat Rodgers and Jets. What do you mean still beat him? He never beat him. To still do it. Just saying, man. Let me see his schedule. Make sure y'all room clean, okay? Let me see. It's 2023 on here. Here we go. GD, how do you feel about our Dalvin Cook chances? I'm gonna be honest. Depending on what we do in the draft, that's gonna be because Chris Greer. No, man, Chris Greer. Now he's gonna be forced to do more and I like it. The only positive about this Green Bay move, it better push Chris Greer to make sure he get it done this year because you can't afford to mess this up. And this notion that we may trade up for Gibbs, I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong with y'all, man. Everybody watching Gibbs highlights. Everybody watching when that O-line give him a perfect lane. I've already watched a little film on Gibbs. When they don't give him them perfect lanes, what does he do? Great player, very explosive. You give him room, he gonna tear it up. But this O-line, what's the difference? Once again, an elite O-line running back running behind it. I wonder how he would look if the line wasn't great. I just don't believe you give up draft capital and move up for that guy. You get him where you are if he lands there. This O-line will make Gibbs look like Kalen Ballage. Yeah, we do got Tennessee again at home in Miami, so that's good. We got Tennessee, the Jets don't. We got Baltimore, the Jets don't. Anybody else we got that they don't have? Everybody else, we play the same teams. No, the 3 teams that we have that the Jets don't have, Baltimore, Tennessee, and Carolina. A much harder version of a schedule. Much harder version of a schedule. No difference there, TD. Similar with it or without it. Teams been doing it, especially the teams we play. Yeah. As far as the running back, y'all, yeah, you just heard what Jerry Jones said. Now he want to get back on course. I taught y'all about that Jerry Jones lesson. Now he want to say nobody covets a running back to get him in the first round anymore, not even the second round. Jerry Jones out his own mouth just said, we got Zeke in the fourth and we reached. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of like messed up. But he said it. Like he said nobody covets running backs like that anymore. Because the truth of the matter is, y'all, some of these average running backs out here looking good because they got a great line. Some of these great running backs out here looking average because they got a terrible line. And the same thing you saw in college. An elite O-line opened up a massive hole. Now they get to use all that skill. Running back position can fool the heck out of you coming out of college. I'm going to be honest. I try my best to ignore all running backs. I try my best to ignore college running backs. I don't even really want to evaluate them. I don't even be wanting to evaluate them, man. Okay, Tua will beat the Jets this season. If Tua play any games versus Jets last year, yes, it would have been a sweep in my opinion. All right, we all have them. We all have opinions. I disagree. TD, I cannot allow this level of disrespect to slide. The only reason we couldn't score in that second Jets game was because of Patricia. Y'all want to put everything on Matt Patricia. Stop it. Y'all offense was boo-boo garbage all season pretty much. And you know it. Oh, Matt Patricia's fault. All right. Well, guess what? You know what? To be fair to Patriots fans, this year we'll find out. Be good this year. Let that offense put some numbers up and win 10 games this year. Then we'll know. Okay, Matt Patricia trash. Then we'll know. TD have a feeling Cook is coming soon. Yeah, especially with this move with Aaron Rodgers. Greer better not play around. You look up and the Buffalo end up getting cooked. Play around. Keep playing. Let me tell you, Buffalo worried about this too. Let me tell you why. Look at how the Jets played Buffalo last year. Them games was nerve-wracking. Josh Allen had his worst games last year versus the Jets. Go look it up. And now they got a quarterback. The Jets know they better get their running game together and make sure that defense on point. The Bills know that. They know it. They ain't safe. I hope we play them bums week 1. Hey, time will tell. But yeah, you're going to look up, let Derrick Henry or Cook end up with Buffalo. It ain't going to do nothing but get worse for us. Telling you. They already out here playing around with Christian Wilkins. They trade Christian Wilkins, you got a whole nother thing to worry about. Because Greer don't want to pay the money he asking for. I hope Christian Wilkins concede and say, all right, let's get the deal done. I hope he concede. Because I don't see Greer overpaying. Or not even overpaying, but the price tag. You got too many players that's about to be due contracts. Too many. Allen going to be good this year for the fancy league. Josh Allen trash, man. Y'all don't talk to me about no Josh Allen. That bum. But yeah, man, I will say that the AFC East just got that much more interesting. This is going to be exciting at the end of the day. Hey, man, this is what it's about. You watching your enemies, your opponents get better. And I got to be honest with y'all. They had a poll that said ranking the teams that had the best offseason to the worst offseason. And somebody had the Dolphins at like 22. And I was like, dang, why are we so low? And when I stop and think about it, what have we done this offseason? Got Jalen Ramsey. That's it. Yeah, we got a linebacker coming fresh off of injury. What else have we done? Cole Beasley? Well, we just got the receiver chosen, so that was a good pickup. But really, man, we just got a replacement for Byron. Better, but yeah. Fangio, I ain't gonna lie, that's the most nerve-wracking part of this season for me. Vic Fangio. I don't know what to expect. I hope we are great on defense because I'm gonna tell you now, it's just the scheme, ladies and gentlemen. His name is famous from a scheme that worked in the NFL that is no longer working. Well, we say, yeah, but he's a defensive genius. We call everybody a defensive genius. We call Adam Gase an offensive genius, a quarterback genius, guru. This is what people do. Everybody's the guru and genius when they introduce something new until it ain't new anymore. That's the most keep your eye on situation to me. I hope it translates. We got talent. I hope it translates. This is year 2. We'll be a whole lot better. Glass half full, half empty, however you want to look at it. It's year 2. The league will be a lot better against it. See, this is another thing you got to realize. Our execution of the new system, they executed it just fine. You know how? Where they got to work out the kinks and, it's going to be a lot of sloppiness early on. When you think about it, we never had that. We hit the ground running. What a lot of people need to realize, it really don't get much better than it did. That's the element that we need to realize. It actually don't get that much better than it did. Every top agent we sign, sneak dissing about they stole the money. I ain't sneak dissing. If you talk about me, I'm very vocal and openly vocal about everything I say. I don't need to sneak diss. You know why? Because I don't answer to nobody. So I don't sneak diss anybody. Jalen Ramsey, great move. Overpaid him. Tyreek Hill, amazing move. Overpaid him and over-traded compensation for him. Teron Armstead, great move. Debatable that you overpaid him. You're only getting 11 games a season. Connor Williams, amazing move. Nothing negative to say. No sneak diss. So I'm very vocal about what I believe and what I think. I don't hide behind anything when I say it, so I don't have to sneak this nothing. I don't have to, I don't want to lose a subscriber, so let me sneak this it. No, that ain't what we do over here. We own what we say. And if we end up wrong, we say, dang, I was wrong. It don't bother to be wrong. Or dang, I was right. But y'all ain't gonna come back over here and say that. Anyway, Connor high snap Williams. Yeah, but overall, Connor was still a great pickup. But now you got to pay him. Connor Williams won his money. He on a contract year. Y'all going to look up and Connor Williams might be like, hey, man, I'm trying to get paid. I don't want to play this season unless you give me my money. Connor Williams do money. So be interesting to see what they do. TD missed super chat. What super chat I missed? I'll try to find it. This one. I hope is it this one you're talking about? Let me make sure. This makes me want Lamar even more now. Next season, maybe, who knows? No one could stop us. Still say, yeah, man. It's a lot of us that want that nobody can stop us feeling. Right now, we going in with a man. I hope this happens. I hope that happens. I hope this. I hope that. We're all about hope right now. I hope Tua stay healthy. I hope he plays at a high level consistently. I hope that we re-sign Christian Wilkins. I hope that we re-sign Zealer. I hope that we re-sign Connor. I hope that X get healthy and he plays better. I hope that our new linebacker stays healthy. I hope Austin Jackson can get better. I hope that Eichenberg can be something. I hope Armstead stays healthy. Oh, I hope Tyreek and Waddle never get hurt. Hope, hope, hope. And that's just probably half of them. Shout out to Kenneth West. Salute to your homie becoming a member of the channel. Thank you so much for the love and support, bro. Welcome to the membership, man. I appreciate you dedicating on a monthly basis to support what we do over here, man. Appreciate you, homie. Ty Sloan, I see you said Josh Allen came out saying won't run as much. Yeah, I mean, it takes a toll. And I hope that that's the advantage we end up having. I hope the defensive scheme worked too. That sounds like the entire league. See, that's where you're wrong, Philo. That ain't the entire league. See, this is the difference what I want y'all to understand. Every team hope that player stay healthy. Every team hope this, hope that. And every team got their issues. I get that. But there's levels to this. I already did a stream where we named literally like 30 things that we got to be hopeful for. Every team got things they got to be hopeful for. But I bet you the Chiefs only got 10 of them, and we got 30. The Eagles might have 16, but we got 30. There's levels to this. Every team got players that was hurt. Every team got players that didn't play well that they hope get better. Every team got question marks. But who got the most? That's what it comes down to. The more question marks you have, the more likely they're going to remain question marks, or it's actually going to happen the negative is going to happen. If you need 30 things to happen in your favor and somebody else need 10, who do you think is highly more likely to get what they need? The 10, not the 30. So I get this. Oh, that's everybody though. No, there's levels to this. How many hopes do you have on that roster? I hope TD becomes less scared. Me too. They better go do what they got to do. They better go ball out. And if they don't, another hope that didn't turn out. What do you think of our running backs now, TD? I think, honestly, we're just fine if we could be better in the run game. I mean, with the O-line. I think that we're just fine with the guys that we have. Snacks. TD, what would you give up for Henry? Third round pick? Yes, sir.
Okay. Also strawberry milk.
With dinner. I give up a third round pick. If I knew we were going to get a left guard and a right tackle. If we ain't getting a left guard and a right tackle, don't bring no Derrick Henry to Miami. Don't bring no Derrick Henry to Miami. Tell you now. TD Henry or Cook. Are we getting a left guard and a right tackle? If we get a left guard and a right tackle, give me Derrick Henry. If we not, give me Cook. See how that works? See how that works? That's how I feel. So I'll take Cook now. Smith or Waddle. Who is your team, Master Barber? I'm talking to somebody else. Miami still wins the AFC East. Yeah, I hope so. Say hi to Hillary for me. Got you, John. Got you, bro. Dolphins all day. Dolphin fans, hope is alive. Can't get all three, could we? So we might as well get cooked. See, this is where I don't agree, though, PJ. Why we can't get all three? Why we can't get all three? You finna get $16 million of Byron Jones money coming up soon. Let me tell you, there are left guards out there right now that are good enough, that are better than any left guard we got on this roster, that won't cost no more than $4 million. Did you know that? There are guards out there right now we can get. I ain't got no names on hand right now, but I done already looked them up. I done already looked up some options. I don't remember their names. But there are guards that have performed way better in market value, $3-4 million a year. Right tackle, a little tougher, but there are options. There are actually options at right tackle that are upgrades as well. Values $5 to $6 million. But you put $10 million, you can go get your O-line done. And you still got $6 million. You go get Derrick Henry, you go get Cook, man. And you go ahead and structure the contract, favorably. Something fishy was they haven't touched Wilkins' contract yet. Something is coming. Possibly. I done told y'all already what I know and what I've heard. I done gave it to y'all. That's why I've been preparing y'all. If Wilkins don't want to take the number that Greer want to give, which I get him not taking it because in the open market he can get more. If Wilkins don't want to take the number, and I don't know what the number is, by the way, but I've been told if he don't want to take the number that Greer is willing to give. See, Greer always trying to come to the table with incentive deals. If you do this, you get that, you do this. Wilkins ain't in a position where he got to go for that. So at the end of the day, draft night, we might end up in the first round. And you ain't got to give up your second round pick. Now, I'm going to be honest. Hey, I'm going to leave it alone. I don't know. Hey, there's some options. There's some options, man. We'll see. But that Christian Wilkins thing is interesting. Here's the messed up part about it. Things are going to continue to be interesting. There's like 4 players on this roster right now looking at Greer like, you going to give me some money? You going to give me some money? And not to mention, wait till Waddle draft come. When all of them guys want their money. Let me ask y'all this. This is what's interesting. Here's the funny thing. I want y'all to think about this. After this year, will they pick up? Oh, put that down. You gotta be careful. Here's what's going to be interesting. Are they going to pick up Jalen Waddle's 5th-year option? Yes or no in the comment section. Or are they just going to give a massive extension? I want to see what y'all think. Do they pick up Waddle's 5th-year option or do they give him a massive extension? Which one? We paying Waddle. Extension. Massive extension. Do y'all know what a massive extension for Waddle would be worth right now? Do y'all know how much a Jalen Waddle's massive extension would be right now per year? A massive extension for Waddle right now would probably be an annual of about 27 million per. Not 30. Even though any wide receiver that gets on the level of JJ and Tyreek now soon is going to be 35 and stuff. But Waddle about 27 million a year. You know why? Because you let him hit the open market, somebody going to give it. There was one Christian Kirk. Ever since Christian Kirk's deal, wide receivers about to start going insane. Christian Kirk started this crap. And I think what was his 21, 22 or so? I forgot what Christian Kirk number was. But when he got his money, he started all of this. Now, paying Waddle, hold on. Oh, my bad, y'all. Paying Waddle $27 million. Let's keep it going with our current situation, right? After the third season, mind you, because remember, we're talking about after the third season. Now let's go forward. Jalen Phillips, is he going to get a fifth-year option or a massive extension? Jalen Phillips. That was the same draft, right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? It's in their closet at the top behind the door. The crayons and stuff. Yeah, I sat it there. So Jalen Phillips, he's going to get his bag. Now, remember, these guys are replacing the massive contracts. Now, I don't want to hear nothing about no new TV deals. Stop. If the cap goes up $20 million, 15 like you do every year, like it's going to keep doing, the new TV deal ain't going to raise the salary cap by $60 million, okay? It's going to keep going up by 12, 15, max 20 a year. But understand there's 53 guys on the roster, and on average, that's everybody gets a $500,000 raise. So as Jalen Phillips goes up, Waddle goes up, quarterbacks go up, running backs go up, linebackers go up. People think the $15 million increase goes to one position. That covers it. No. Everybody value go up. So free agency just got more expensive. A linebacker that used to be worth $5 million is now worth 5.7. It all adds up. So please stop using this salary cap goes up, though. That's for every position. Everybody's value is higher. Say, I would think the only way we trade Wilkins is if we make a big move in the draft or a trade straight out. Greer did say all options are on the table, even at quarterback. Never say never. Lamar is holding out for a reason. That would be wild. Kevin Lee, that would be wild. Now, hey, man, we could have a crazy draft night, but that would be wild. That would be wild. Really. Imagine the Dolphins making a trade where they still end up with Lamar before training camp. It'll be a crazy situation, boy. It would be just our community would be bananas. It'd be crazy. But anyway, who else was in that draft? Waddle, Phillips. Was there another first round pick or was it early second? Javon Holland. Why am I thinking we had 3 first round picks that year? Am I tripping? Was it just 2? I think it was Holland early in the second round. Yeah, it was Holland. So we're not dealing with a 5th-year option with Holland. We just got 4 years. But after year 3, are they going to give Javon Holland his massive extension? There ain't no 5th-year option for Holland, and his agent going to be looking for his money after this year. Nobody wants to wait until the end. And let me tell y'all something. A lot of these positions ain't worth being franchise tagged no more unless it is tight end or maybe a running back. Because the highest 3 paid at most positions is ridiculous unless it's tight end. So what? Is Holland going to get a massive extension? I'm just curious. What do y'all think? Yes or no? Anybody? Is Javon Holland going to get an extension? Pay the man. Come on. One person can't answer. Yeah, I see the shirt. We almost always almost win. Oh, man. Yes, huh? Cornerback is more. Said replace some and pay some. Who you gonna replace Holland with? TD spelling it all out for you silly fish. Y'all in purgatory. We in 2-year window. Because I'm showing I am spelling it out. Look at these contracts that got to come up. And you ain't even replaced Ramsey, X, Armstead, Tyreek. And even if these guys took over their contracts and then we got rid of those guys, now you got to replace literal Hall of Famers with what draft picks and what money, because you just gave it to the young guys. You just gave the money to the young guys. Y'all see where I'm going with this? Do you see the true state of the Miami Dolphins? Because if there was no issue with money, Christian Wilkins would already be signed, and I still think they're going to end up signing him. But we about to start pinching pennies, making sacrifices. TD, how about trade Wilkins with next year's first and add a second rounder for Lamar? That's worth it, I think. Can it happen? Yeah, it can happen. Wilkins, a first and a second, it could happen. Could definitely happen. They definitely love to have Wilkins in the middle. Roquan and all of them boys on defense, they can get back to doing what they normally do. They'll go draft a quarterback. They might tank for Caleb Williams. And the Ravens, once again, will be a scary team. That's a quick rebuild for them. They would be a scary team next year with a rookie Caleb Williams. So, yeah, they could. X might be gone in 2 seasons too. I agree. But who you replacing them with? A draft pick that you ain't got? Or a free agent? And where you going to get the money? Holland taking that money, right? You see what I'm saying? There's people taking that money. Christian, Phillips, somebody taking the money. Somebody said Kohu. Okay. Maybe that works out. Kohu gonna take over for X. So now Kohu gonna fill those shoes just fine and make Pro Bowls and all pros. Somebody said draft picks. What draft picks? You know how many positions you got to fill? You need a left tackle. Still need a right tackle. You're going to have to replace Tyreek in 2 years. Still need a tight end. Lord knows where we're going to be if the quarterback situation don't work out. Now, that's the worst case scenario. If Tua don't work out, that's the worst case scenario, y'all. We are just in a worst case scenario situation. This is why I tell y'all better hope he work out. But yeah. Time will tell. No extension for Holland. That's fine. Don't give him the extension. Now you got to replace him. It's always something. Kevin showed some more love. He said, TD, can you imagine Lamar and Cook and Waddle and Hill? Woohoo, Madden team. Bro, it's bigger than that. Do you know what Lamar would turn Mostert and Jeff Wilson into? See, nobody talk about that, the option with Lamar. Freezing the edge defender. Tua ain't freezing no edge defender. DN or whoever off the edge can come right down the line after that running back. But with Lamar, that running back going to get more yards now. Tua hasn't and won't work out. Do we really need 7 years of this crap? Play to call it what it is. I ain't writing the kid off. You gotta start having that conversation after year 4. But I done already told you my stance on him from day 1 3 years ago. But I'm just not gonna write him off. I'm gonna be hopeful. Yeah, they gotta respect the dual threat. Nobody has to respect us now as far as running the ball for the quarterback. Man, Tua is not the guy. Well, until he is, and that's what we're hoping he is. Tua in the 7, 8, 9 year might ball out. Have to wait and see. Just like Geno, right? Just like Geno, just like Tannehill. Geno and Tannehill. Wait to year 8, 10, and all of that to do something. TD, we're getting Tannehill again. Well, I already told y'all the worst thing. Tua, I told y'all, man. Tua ain't no scrub. And that's what's frustrating. He ain't elite, but he ain't no scrub. And them the worst quarterbacks to have because they not bad enough for you to throw them in the trash and they not good enough for you to commit. But then they do something that we gotta commit. And you feel like that going in and you commit, and then you're just stuck. And then he shows you years later why you shouldn't have committed. Or at the time it was justified. What up, Pete? What up, Pete? I see you, homie. Tua is elite. Okay. All right. Pete, I'll be watching the channel, man. I'll be seeing you on them scratch offs, man. Better stop getting them $50 scratch offs, man. It's a ripoff, man. Just stick with the 20s. Tua might not get cleared to play. Mike White will start week 1. Y'all need to stop. Somebody told me today, and I was like, please don't do that. They were like, man, I hope Tua get hurt in training camp, one of them freak accidents. I said, why y'all going this far? And the person said, I just don't want us wasting our time because that's what we're doing. I said, yeah, but you can't look at it that way. Let's wish the best and let it all play out, man. He might be great this year, you know? But then they were like, but if we got a chance to get Brady, I feel like we actually have a shot. I get it, but you can't wish an injury on somebody, you know? You can't wish an injury on somebody. Mike is a Dolphin. That QBR, baby, Tua is better than Mahomes, said every 2 in the ear. Yeah. Best quarterback in the NFL. He had the highest passer rating, right? He's the best. I hope Tua retires for his sake. His life on the line, literally. Yeah, I get it. I ain't gonna lie. The only thing I don't like about Tua at this point is he's nerve-wracking. Like, I have found myself recently thinking, man, if something happened to this man on the field, how are any of us gonna be able to stomach it? If anything happens to this man bad on the field from an injury standpoint, like he gets hurt, how are any of us gonna be able to stomach it? It's like, and I don't want nothing bad to happen, but he done already done some things that make you really like, I don't want to listen. I don't want to see what I saw on the football field when his fingers locked up like that. I don't want to see that in the game of football no more. That's the stuff where you just stop, just like the DeMar Hamlin stuff. These type of things, man. I ain't got the taste for it. I mean, I don't think anybody do, but I don't even want to let it come and go. It's I just don't. I don't want to see nothing like that happen on the field. I don't want to see that mess. And I'm telling you, people like me, like, man, he need to consider this and that. If something was to happen to that man, it'll be devastating. That's why it's like, man, I just hope he plays well. I hope he stay healthy. But the reality is, man, not many people believe he will. Not many people believe he will. And once you get your hands on him, a firm grip, he has, like, they say he getting bigger now to be I'm sorry. He ain't one of those shrug you off guys. He may try to make a guy miss and they slip out his arm, but once the guy got you, he ain't, I don't know, never mind. Don't forget, TD, Tua won't get hurt now because of judo and that mess. Facts. Man has a family he has to be there for. Yeah, it's just, but we got to hope for the best regardless, It's just a nerve-wracking situation. I don't like it. I don't like, if I ever see that man down on the field like grimacing, it's like, oh my gosh, man. It's like every piece of punishment he take on the field, I feel like internally we're going to amplify it because we done already seen too much. Parsons is coming for Tua, TD. Trust me, I've thought about that. Michael Parsons. But nah, Michael Parsons ain't a dirty player, though. He ain't like whacking people, Michael Parsons get his hand on you and just, put you on the ground. So, we'll see. Anywho, what time is it? It's over 7:00. Listen, y'all, I'm about to call this one a quit. The New York Jets, they got their guy. They got Aaron Rodgers. We're going to talk about that and more as time goes. I wanted Parsons too. I would have taken Parsons. Ain't that crazy? What year is Parsons in now? Who did we select over Parsons? Waddle. Waddle, right? Before I go, I got to ask that question again. Knowing what you know now, if you could do the draft over and those were your two options, who would you select, Waddle or Micah Parsons? What up, ball game? Knowing what you know now, I want y'all take. Put it in the comment section. Knowing what you know now, if you could do it over, who would you have taken, Waddle or Parsons? All right, let's see. Let me get some answers coming in. Parsons, Waddle, Micah, obviously. I'll take Waddle because I need the time. Waddle. Parsons has already said it. I do this whole freaking stream giving you truth, trying to bring people to the light, to no longer live in delusion. And we got all of these waddles because he is a Miami Dolphin. Y'all got to stop this mess, man. Y'all got to stop this mess. Y'all got to. God. Y'all got to stop this mess, man. You have to stop. You can't make this stuff up. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I saw that many waddles. Oh, I got to work harder, man. I got to do better. Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, Micah Parsons is already on his way to the Hall of Fame. If the league, if football ended right now, Micah Parsons would get in the Hall of Fame before Zach Thomas. Obviously. Oh my gosh. If we had Micah Parsons, we would have already been in the playoffs 3 years in a row with the difference he would have made on this team. I cannot believe y'all trolling me. That's what it is. Anyway, man, like I said, man, I'm finna get up out of here. Ball game said it's not even close. Parsons is certified beast. Ball game, did you see all the waddles in the comment section? Something is wrong, man. Something is wrong. I got to do better. I got to work harder. I am. Man, I am just trying my best to get some of y'all to be Dolphin fans, but be objective ones. Be objective ones. Ball game said I did. I'm blown away by the responses. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Before I go, listen. For all y'all who said Waddle, the right answer is Parsons, and it's not even close. It ain't even debatable. I just wanted to see. I'm gonna be honest. I just wanted to see how many people would be in that delusional mind state. That's the only reason I asked. I said, you know what? Let me ask this question. Let me see how many people go homer it anyway. Man. It ain't debatable, Pete. Stop it. It ain't debatable that it's debatable. End of discussion. It is. Yeah, I ain't. Nope. Y'all ain't gonna do this to me tonight. Parsons and keep my extra first. Oh my gosh, y'all is. Oh my God, man! Just the thought of us having Parsons is like Drew worthy, man. Like, oh my gosh, man. Let me tell y'all something. The Dolphins right now can say, Dallas, I'll give y'all our second round pick at 51. I'll give you our 2024 first round pick, and I'll give you Jalen Waddle for Michael Parsons, and they'll say no. You can trade Waddle a first and a second, and they gonna tell you no. They are going to tell you no. And unfortunately, let's be honest here. There ain't a player on our roster that we would say no to an offer like that for. Man, you talk about the Aaron Darnold of his position. Like, these guys are rare. They're rare. You don't just find these. TD, Waddle is explosive on offense. You tripping, TD. Man, y'all ridiculous. Y'all is ridiculous. Y'all understand. Let me ask y'all this. Do you know how much faster Waddle is than Parsons? By the way, Waddle runs a 4.37. Do you know what Parsons runs? A 4.39. He virtually ain't even faster than him. 0.2. Michael Parsons ran a 4.39, and you got Jalen Waddle running a 4.37. Let that sink in at his position. Let that freaking sink in. You might well throw him on offense. You might want to try him on offense. You might well put man, the Cowboys tripping. They need to put Michael Parsons in the slot. Oh my gosh. Somebody said again, unofficial times. Stop the semantics. The only thing that matter is freaking Michael Parsons is a once every 5-year type of player. Understand that. A once every 5-year type of player. It's not often you get a guy like that. We ain't talking about your great running back coming in. No, man. No. We talk about a guy after 5 seasons, you can put the stamp of Hall of Fame. 2 more seasons of his play like that, he already a Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer. 2 more seasons of Michael Parsons playing at a high level, he can retire and he gonna get in the Hall. I mean, it may be close, debatable at that point, but y'all get my point. Michael Parsons means more on defense than Waddle does on offense, y'all. And I don't expect everybody to understand that. But what Michael Parsons does on defense is more valuable than what Waddle does on offense. And Waddle is doggone good. He's great. Dak or Tua? Dak and Tua. That's my answer. I ain't a Dak fan. I'm not high on Dak. I'm not high on Dak. But he's a really good quarterback. And Tua could get to that level. He just got to continue progressing and do it consistently and be on the field. Dak be off the field too, though. But you know, just my thoughts. Just my thoughts, man. I'm finna get up out of here, man. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Fins up no matter what. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Maybe late tonight. I don't know. It just depends on how I'm feeling. But I will see y'all soon. But we got to change this. We got to change this. Read it. Read it. We got to change this. All right. We almost always win. We got to change that. Appreciate y'all. Hit the like button on your way out. This is TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Thank you to all the new members of the channel that joined. Thank you to everybody who donated to the channel. I'm greatly appreciated, especially since they messed with my monetization lately. Those who sent me the cash apps as well, thank you so much. Salute to Michael Simmons. I got your cash app, homie. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you to everybody. We one big family. We argue, we fight, but we all fans at the end of the day. And we want to see our team be the best version of themselves, and we're gonna hope that they can live up to that this year. Time will tell. I just feel like something crazy is about to happen with Miami, maybe some big move or trade in the draft, and let's see what we do, man. All right, love y'all, appreciate y'all. Fins up no matter what. Peace. Your boy is out.